guys, welcome back to the channel, the Back in Time channel here with another box break. This time I am breaking down the 1990-91 Skybox basketball cards. This is a set I am very familiar with. It's a set that I opened a lot as a kid, but I don't think I ever got the chance to open an entire box. You can see this one's factory sealed. I picked this one up at the Indie Baseball Card Exchange, which is in Carmel, Indiana. Big fan of them. Give them a follow on Instagram. And if you're ever in the area, their shop is amazing. So this box is in great shape. Here's what I'm searching for. I'm gonna pop these up and you can see what they go for in a PSA 10. I think most recent sales on the Jordan PSA 10, obviously that's the normal card everybody's always going for, roughly somewhere in that $200 to $250 range. There's also a Drazen Petrovic rookie card that I saw PSA 10 for over $100. I have a feeling those are probably low pop, although I haven't done the research on them yet. There's also the Gary Payton rookie card in this set, the Shawn Kemp rookie card, and just, several Hall of Famers that are, still fairly young in their career. At this point, this would be year 3 cards for Jordan, Ewing, Barkley, Drexler, Elijah Wan, Malone. So you got a lot of really good players in this set. Certainly Larry Bird, Magic Johnson are in here. So that is what we're looking for. So I'm going to bust this thing open and let's get to ripping. Oh, I don't like that you got to open from the bottom here. That kind of messes up the box. I do actually like keeping these box tops, but let's see what we can do here with this one. This down a little bit further. Slide this in behind. There we go. Yeah, a little worse for wear, but put these packs kind of blocking my view here, so what can I do? Start with those first. So here we go. In search of those PSA 10s if possible. If not, I'm going to turn this into a complete your own listing on eBay. So if you're looking for any of these cards, you'll be able to find them probably in the next couple weeks that this is posted. So you'll be able to get some pack fresh Skybox. Here's our first look at them. I love the design. If you actually look at my Instagram logo, I had the guy take some things from the Skybox logo with the coloring, and I just think these look kind of sharp. A couple stats on the background, on the back of the card here. There we go. Here's Manute Bol. I am high on Bol, and eventually I'm going to do a video on Manute Bol because I think he's wildly underappreciated. But in any event, we're not going to talk about every single card. Negro, Kiki Vandeweghe. Oh, there we go. The Admiral right off the top. I do like the Admiral. We'll sleeve him up. Oh, that centering is just perfect. That is a great looking card there. I always put my commons to the left, my keepers to the right. It's something I've always done. I always set aside my good cards and I don't mix them with the commons. Who do you guys collect? Let me know in the comment section. Certainly if you want to see me do more breaks, hit subscribe. Let me know that you're digging the content and we will keep them coming. Craig Hodges, as a Bulls fan, I like that one. Tree Rollins, Kevin Gamble, Benoit Benjamin, another Hall of Famer, Reggie. Sleeve up old Reg. Any Pacers fans out there? No big hits yet, but I got a feeling we should get multiples of each player that I'm searching for. Here's the flip. Oh man, this flipped on the last card. Sam Vincent. Bill Winnington, another Bulls legend in my books. Yeah, so on the topic of Sam Vincent, here's a way to promote my last video. If you haven't gone back and watched it already, I did a box of 1990-91 hoops, where the Sam Vincent card is pretty expensive in that box if you can pull it with the Jordan variant, where he's wearing the number 12 jersey, which I believe was either, I can't remember if it was blood on his jersey or an error from the equipment guy. But any event, I have those going off the PSA pretty soon, and I was really excited. Here's a Hall of Famer, Isaiah Thomas. Oh, there's the Worm. Oh, that's a great looking card. These are really well centered. I am not seeing many off-centered cards yet. In fact, all three of the Hall of Famers I've pulled, minus Isaiah, who I just don't like, have been perfectly centered. I mean, this would definitely be a PSA 10 candidate if I wanted to send that off. I think when I researched, the Rodman goes for like 40. I mean, it's going to cost you 18 plus shipping to get it out to them. You can factor in what I paid for the box, $1 a card. I mean, there definitely is some profit there, but if it comes back at 9, you've got no profit. So there we go. There we go. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the GOAT. And don't at me if you don't think he's the GOAT. He is. That is a very good looking card. Man, I hate penny sleeves sometimes. There we go. Throw her in a top load. Very gentle, tap it down, and there we go. All those scratches are from the top loader. I reuse these a lot. Centering looks perfect. Mint 10 on the back. Maybe a little off bottom, top to bottom here, but doesn't look off on the front. So they made, I don't think that's enough of an off centering to even get docked by PSA. I would say this should 10. Let me know what you guys think though. I'm by certainly no means a PSA expert, although I will take the magnifying glass to it that I have and get a better look at it and see what I really think once I can see every single little corner. That's exciting. These cards are in great shape. And as I say that, look at that. As I talk about how great they're in, whew, that would have hurt on the Jordan. My goodness. Okay. There's the mailman, Jim Paxson. And another Hall of Famer, Hakeem, the Dream Olajuwon. And as you guys are going, why didn't you finish going through this box, this pack? I just realized it was sitting there. I had lost all train of thought after the Jordan card. But there we go. Not much in there. Let me sleeve up the Dream and the Mailman. We need to get more nicknames for current players. I mean, I know there's the Greek Freak and there's not as many good nicknames though. We need to start that back up. I do like that Barkley calls Anthony Davis street clothes on the account that he's never healthy. That cracks me up. But just need to hire Stacey King from the Bulls. Come up with nicknames for everybody. He's the best. We got Wayne Cooper, Lander Woolridge. One of my PC guys is definitely Larry Bird. I am waiting for that first Bird. You know, in my research, I had saw that a Horace Grant had PSA 10 and sold for over 50, and this looks like a definite candidate. There's a little bit of a flakage. I don't think that's a word, but I'm making it a word on the edge there. We'll sleeve it up just in case, but it said low pop, pop 12 and a PSA 10 on the Grant. So this might be worth taking a look at. So we'll put that aside. Oh, there we go. No need to bury the lead. Scottie Pippen. Mark Eden. B.J. Armstrong. I believe that is the B.J. Armstrong rookie card. Nice card. Mark Jackson. And see, I'm having really good luck because that Jackson was definitely OC. And this Pippen that was right behind it, perfect. Let's take a look at the back. Also, perfect. I wonder if they all kind of look like they're a bit, yeah, that might just be the norm. I thought that Jordan was a little off-centered in the back, but they appear to all look exactly the same. Dana Barros, Rick Smits, the Dutchman. There's a Magic, another just great looking card. Steve Kerr, Kenny the Jet, Bernard King, Sedell 3, Johnny Newman. We sleeve up the Magic. We are rolling on these Hall of Famers, man. And they've all come out just perfect. Holy moly. Okay, I don't like the look of the back of this pack. This one may have gotten crushed a little bit over the years, or it just got put in a little funky. All the way back in 1990, the last time these things saw the light of day. Thunder Dan. There's Vlade, Joe Dumars, Sam Bowie, Johnny Dawkins, Ralph Sampson. There's the Bird. That looks great as well. Craig Elo, Brian Shaw, Mark Aguirre. So I know I'm missing the Dumars. I don't know what to tell you guys other than the fact that I grew up a 90 Bulls fan and I just don't like the Pistons. I never will. The only reason I like Patrick Ewing is because he was just a great player. I can oversee that, but don't even talk to me about John Starks and those guys. Here we go. Sidney Green, Wayman Tisdale, heck of a college player. So is Steve Alford, Mark Price, Vinnie Johnson, Mark Bryant, Mitch Richmond. That is his rookie, so I'll grab that out, sleeve it up. I always wondered what kind of career Mitch Richmond could have had he been on a Boston Celtics, a Los Angeles Lakers, a New York Knicks type of team, when he had all those years of 20 plus points a game, you know, one of the better defenders at his position in the league. I feel like he could have been a much bigger star, but he always was in a small market. Robert Parrish, Sam Mitchell, there's Danny Ferry rookie card. John Spider Sally, Kevin Johnson, Brad Daugherty. Little known fact about Brad Daugherty, if you've never heard this before, he wore the 43 because he's a massive NASCAR fan. And that was the number of one of his favorite drivers, and he's now involved in NASCAR. I believe he does announcing for them. So I always thought that was kind of a cool little factoid about Brad Daugherty. He's got to be the tallest person at any NASCAR event by a good 6 to 7 inches. I believe he was a legit 7 footer. Moses Malone, Grant Long, Jerome Pooh Richardson, Brad Davis, the late Reggie Lewis. Well, the late Jerome Kersey. I better stop saying the late. There's going to be a lot of them in here, so unfortunately. Will Purdue, Purvis Short. We'll sleeve up the Hall of Famer. And just out of respect, because Moses Malone, one of the greats of our NBA history. I don't need him coming after me like Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect. None. He should. The man was a double machine for over a decade. Detlef Shrimp. Tim Perry, AC Green. Jerry Reynolds, Hershey Hawkins. Adrian Dantley. There is the Ewing card. And he is featured on this Skybox front of the box. Hall of Famer. Now the head coach of the Georgetown Hoyas. 7 foot 240. I'm not sure I buy the 240 weight. I know guys that are 240, and they're not 7 foot tall. Some of these guys were a little light on their weight. Harvey Grant, twin brother to Horse. Bob Thornton. Terry Cummings. Spud Webb. Almost weird seeing his name as Anthony in here. There's Sleepy Floyd, another great nickname. Kenny Skywalker, great dunker. There we go. Right off the bat there. I'm not liking what I see up here. Let me see if these are just white flakes that come off. That's definitely going to take it down from a 10 and followed right up by Glenn Rice. Both of these are rookies. Clyde the Glide. Kelly Tripucka. Kevin Willis. Duckworth. Buck Williams. Darrell Walker. Okay. 3 really nice cards in a row. If you want a great recommendation on a video, YouTube Shawn Kemp Larry Bird story. Apparently, the story goes, Shawn Kemp broke several of Larry Bird's records in the state of Indiana when he was in high school. And Larry caught wind of him making it to the NBA, being drafted by the Supersonics, and first time out, he let him know when they stepped into the circle pre-game that he was going to have a little something for his ass. And went on to drop about 40 points on him that night. Nick Anderson, that is his rookie as well. Jeff Hornacek. The only big one I haven't seen yet is that Drazen Petrovic, who does have a market. Anytime I put Drazen Petrovic cards up for sale, they generally don't last long on my eBay page. So there is a market for him. I don't like the way I open that pack. It's a good way to ding corners. I gotta pay better attention as I'm telling these stories. But he had a ton of talent and was just coming into his own when he tragically passed. There's Chris Mullen, Bill Cartwright, Ricky Green. There's a Tim Hardaway rookie. There is a Dominique Wilkins, Hall of Famer. Good pack. There is the Petrovic. And Rod Strickland, I always like him too. Okay, let's take a look at this Petrovic. See what we're working with here. We are off-centered. Not seeing. I don't like this corner up here. This corner has me worried. It's not a 10. This would not be one I would send into PSA, I don't think. Unless there is some type of market for PSA 9s. I'll have to research those. But that might even be an 8. Depending on how bad that corner is once I get it under the scope. This Dominique is all dinged up in the corner here. If I can get this thing to focus. Yeah, right there. I'm not even going to bother sleeving that one. And that, folks, is why you're always careful with your packs. unlike how I just opened that last one. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, so I'm actually kind of upset with myself at the moment. But yeah, if I jump on like a live stream on Whatnot and somebody is just brutalizing the way that they take cards out of the pack, I will immediately turn it off. Not before saying, good Lord, go easy on the cards. I always make a comment and then I ghost. No need to get into an argument, but you know, to each their own. But you're not getting my money if I watch you on a stream and you're opening packs like a complete animal. Not happening. There is the king, Stacey King. Oh, don't like that first corner on the Minute Bowl. Let's hope there's not a Jordan in here, because I don't know if that means the rest of the cards are dinged up, but yeah, that's brutal. J.R. Reed, Thurl Bailey, Danny Ainge. Did you know Danny Ainge also played professional baseball? I have a Topps rookie card for him in baseball with the Toronto Blue Jays. I had no idea. And there is a tiny bit of a market for the Danny Ainge Topps baseball card if you can track it down. I think I found him at a show. The guy had a couple copies. I think I paid $1/4 for him a piece. I flipped them on eBay for $2 or $3 a piece. I was happy to do that. There's Magic again. Second time through this pack. We've seen this one before. Johnny Newman. There, that Magic looks fantastic. Come on, let's get another Drazen Petrovic in a 10. Let's get another Shawn Kemp in a 10. We have not seen the glove yet. Gary Payton is the one rookie in here that is fairly notable outside of Shawn Kemp. Sampson. There's Bird again. Oh, forgot about that Wilkins up there. Speaking of Bird, I was actually in French Lick, Indiana yesterday. There for a wedding. French Lick's come a long way. Nice town. They did not have a lot of stuff about, I thought everything would be just Larry Bird, Larry Bird, Larry Bird. I didn't see anything Larry Bird. Not to say that there isn't, but the part of French Lick I was in, there was nothing. And I didn't bother researching where any Bird statues or plaques might be. There's Barkley, first time getting him, so this is definitely a new list of cards here. New sheet. Chuck. Let's see how he did in 89-90. 25 and 11 and a half a game, 4 assists, almost 2 steals. Wow. Wow. And in that era, playing with some bad dudes. Dell Eccles, Jack Haley, Scott Skiles, another Indiana guy. There's BJ. There's Pip. Why you dip, Pip? Shout out Sports Card Radio. I love those clips. Why you dip? D-Box on the back. Still searching for that next MJ. This might be it. Rodman, Bugsy. Good looking Rodman though. Not a 10, but if you guys want to see how I open packs here, I always try to start with the top, get that open as wide as I can so we're not dinging the edges, and then just take it right down the center. Pull the cards out, try to avoid any touching of the edges if possible. And that is why, because you don't want to pull out a Jordan and have something dinged because of the way you open it. This one looks great. Okay, let me take a closer look here. What do you guys think? That is pretty nice. Little white down here in this bottom right corner. A little touch of white. Good looking golf swing. Certainly a nice card. There we go. We've got two Jordans. One of them definitely a PSA 10 candidate. One of them definitely a 9, I would say. Now I am searching for Drazen Petrovic. I need a Drazen and a 10. Let's go. Tim Perry, AC Green. The Cal Ripken Jr. of basketball, AC Green. Look at his stats. How many games he played in a row before he missed one. How he survived being a part of the Showtime Lakers and being the type of person he was. Unbelievable. Kudos to him. Here we go. Let me get the flip here. Vernon Maxwell. Vernon Maxwell, if you go back in time, if there's anybody that was comparable to today's Russell Westbrook as far as his fire and the way he plays, Vernon Maxwell is a great Russell Westbrook comparison, in my opinion. I wonder if there's any Rocket fans out there that had the chance to watch him on a nightly basis. I only saw him a couple times a year if they played the Bulls. Looking back at his highlights, definitely a much better competitor on defense than Russell, but yeah, he was an athlete. Greg Kite, Farrell, Spider Sally, Kevin Johnson, Brad Doherty, Ron Harper, or as Marv Albert used to call him, Ron Hoppa, the one-time Clipper. He could really fill it up back in his Clippers days. He was a heck of a scorer. Third Jordan. Okay, I had not even anticipated the thought of another Jordan popping out. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Let's see if we can get this to focus. Oh, this corner here, you can see the white, it's coming off. This thing is bent. Yeah, why does this thing dip? Okay. Well, that's something I would, what would I do with this card? What would you guys do? I would probably list this on eBay. I would take several photos, note it in the description that is a issue with the card. I would mark it as probably, I'd have to look up the exact definitions again, if that would fall under EXMT or EX, and I would list it low, and somebody out there that collects Jordans that isn't looking to PSA 10 that thing can pick up a very cheap Michael Jordan, and I will pass it along to somebody else. That's what I would do with it. It's certainly not a bad looking card. It's got a little corner damage, but Or if I had a young kid in my neighborhood that was a huge basketball fan, I might just give it to him. Which I have done. Okay, come on, Drazen. Where you at? You know, oddly enough, I have not pulled a John Stockton. That seems like a weird one to be hiding. I've not pulled that Gary Payton rookie card. Here's the Sam Vincent again. Clyde the Glide. Underrated. 23 a game. 7 boards, 6 assists. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's 5 points away from like LeBron numbers. Nobody even talks about Drexler. Kale, John Paxson, Larry Smith, Lambeer. Can't be a Larry Bird fan and a Lambeer fan. It's just not right. Let's hope there's nothing too big in these middle cards because I saw a lot of white on the border. Okay, here we go. There's a Drazen, Lafayette Lever, also known as Fat Lever. Let's take a look. I hope this isn't one that had some damage at the top. I don't think it is. That is looking pretty good. It's almost like a little bit of a miscut at the top left corner, like they pulled the card off just a hair before it should have been as it was going through the blade of the knife. But that is pretty nice there. I don't know if it's a 10. But it's certainly close to a 10. Just so I don't go home disappointed. Come on. Can I get a glove? Can I get a Stockton? The last 2-pack mojo here. Buck Johnson, Alex English. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. Come on, where's Gary? Where's the glove? There's the king. Forgot to sleeve up the Barkley too. Great looking Stockton card, I like that. And no need to do a scan video over here, guys. If I take stuff off the table, it's only for me. I might sell this stuff on eBay, but nobody's bought these packs, so if I'm gonna do this and bring it back, who knows? Did I switch something? Am I gonna be on Sports Card Radio next? Craig Hodges. Tree Rollins, first name Wayne. I didn't even know his first name was Wayne. Why they call him Tree? Because he's tall as shit. Okay, here we go. I will do a breakdown. That is it for all the cards here. Show you guys what I pulled again real quick. Pretty happy with this box. I mean, for 50 bucks, I got a chance at least at one PSA 10 Jordan at, you know, potentially 200, 250 bucks. A 9, which I'm not sure what those go for. I'll pop it up on the screen here. The Petrovic, potentially $115 card. I'm gonna list, I can list all these Hall of Famers on eBay, make, buck a card, $1.50, and then I'll put these in, complete your sets, and yeah, pretty good investment, I would say. A pack of cards, let me slide that down a little bit more. There we go. There's the 2 Jordans. There's the Petrovic. Here is the Hall of Famers. Only 1 David Robinson, too. A little stingy on the Robinson and Stockton cards. Nice little rundown here. Got some good stuff. Very happy. Very, very happy with what I pulled. Thank you guys for listening and watching right here on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments if you want me to continue to do these types of box breaks. This has been the 1991, 90-91 Skybox basketball card break. 90-91 season, 36 packs, pulled over 400 cards. Very happy with my return. And I will catch you guys on the next one. There will be another video coming of a PSA reveal. I've got over 20 cards coming back. I want to say it's 26. I wrote down what I thought that they would come back. I will show you guys, and we can see how accurate my guessing was. So this was I should say, this was pre having access to my own stuff to be able to look at the cards better lighting, the magnifying glass. I've been watching a lot of tutorials on how to do all that stuff, so I don't think it's going to be as good as the next one will be, but we'll find out. There's all the cards. One more look. There's the pile. Holy moly. Okay, thanks for checking this out, guys.